Hi guys, it's Funky at Scale Street Garage. Today's corgi whizzwheels number 57, the Cadillac Eldorado hot rod. As you'll see, it's very well player worn, very badly oxidised. This one is as well, so it's going to take some clearing up. Time to get apart. Just 2 rivets on this one. These are very short posts, so I will not be drilling and tapping this one. So I'm just using a 3.5mm drill just to remove the top of the rivet posts, just the flanges off. The rear one was just a dome. It was completely rounded, so I've had to use the spring-loaded pocket punch just to make a nice little indentation so I can get the drill in there. Gently prising it open, and it's apart. Just checking the springs there. The springs are in really good condition. There's the interior, that was in good condition. The screen wasn't too bad. It had a few deep scratches in, but they polish out later. And one engine, which is that worn, it's lost most of its chrome off it. So, time to remove the paintwork into the stripper. Goes in there for about 15 minutes. Just make sure it's fully submerged. Once it's out, I had a nice good clean out. It's just a few little tiny bits left behind, so just using the usual pick to pick it out. So this is actually a a tool for clearing the nozzles on an airbrush if you get any clogs, but it's brilliant for this job. Give it a quick whizzing over with the old rotary tool and a wire brush attachment. Like I say, it is very badly oxidised, this bodywork. Not as bad as the chassis. The chassis was atrocious. It really was. It cleans up quite well, but there's a few marks, really dark marks in there, and they just wouldn't come out whatsoever. So this base is really bad. I couldn't even see part of the grill, to be honest, with the oxidisation. So luckily it all cleared out of there. So what we use just going to use some metal polish by Teacup. Try and polish out some of this deep marks that are in there. See if I can actually get them out. Just using a cotton mop to do this. I think next time I do this I'm actually going to use a glove, because this stuff actually stained on my finger. As I say, it's actually polishing up really nicely, but it just doesn't get the deep black marks out of it, unfortunately. I did want to do a candy colour over the top, but I just couldn't do that. Well, I do, but I wanted a light candy colour over the top, a thin one to show all the metal through, but it didn't work out. And I went to use my silver. I'd used all my silver up without realising I hadn't ordered it anymore, so I couldn't silver it beforehand either. It's a shame, because this, if them marks hadn't been in there, it's like a mirror finish part of this. You'll see the reflections there. Absolutely brilliant. I went over it a couple of times just to try and make sure I got them bits out as I didn't like, but to no avail. I did give it a good try though. So we'll try and polish the base up, the chassis up. Managed to get part of it looking quite nice, but it was just an absolute nightmare. I'd say this is probably the worst oxidization on a casting as I've come across up to now. Just trying to clean my hands off quickly there with the iodized propyl alcohol. I'm just cleaning the bodywork and that off now to get rid of any of the polish that was actually on there, etc. Prior to spraying it. And as you'll see, my finger just didn't clean up. Off to the spray booth we go. So I did want to give this just a nice light going over. But I was looking and the marks were showing through. Nope, not happy. So on with some more. Still wasn't happy, so on went some more. And in the end it was darker than what I wanted it to be. Nice finish on it though. Having those LED strips around inside the actual spray booth really does let you see any imperfections. Gently. cleaning the screen up whilst the paint's drying. As you see there, clearly the hand failed. Epic fail that one was. And it's now got the added pink in there as well from the spray paint. How cool is that? This teacup really does cut down into these scratches really well. I did actually do it a couple of times, but it did come out nice, as you'll see from the shine on there. Lovely. Right then, let's get the engine painted up. Give it a good scrub in there using isopropyl alcohol. Just make sure that the MOLOTOW pen, the chrome pen, gets a good bite into it, so it doesn't just fall off basically. The cleaner it is, the better it is. So best way I can think of is isopropyl. Gets rid of any grease whatsoever. There we go, re-chroming it using the MOLOTOW chrome pen. Just as a scrap piece of foam board there. Best to get some flowing out and then use a paintbrush. It's the easiest option. I don't do many of these whizzwheel cars. I was quite pleased with it, really, to be honest. It isn't much different from the Matchbox cars. It's the Matchbox that I usually do. I sometimes do the Hot Wheels, but usually it's the Matchbox cars. So whilst I've still got the pen out, I'm just going to re-chrome the base on this because, like I say, it was so badly oxidized and it just wouldn't polish out. So I thought the best way, I might as well just chrome it. And if anybody out there is familiar with the whizzwheels, they were like pretty much a chrome finish on the base anyway. So I still got it. So finally, just going to clean the wheel hubs up because they'd lost all their chrome. These have got the 5-spoke chrome wheels. It was a very well play-worn car, this was. Finally, the reassembly. All the parts are nice and clean. The interior on this was spotless compared to the rest of the car. Just a dab of the old super glue there just to make sure that the screen stays in. Had a rivet post, but it had never been rounded over. So I'm just going to put a little bit on top just to seal it up and to form like a cap over the top, and then just once again the usual trick is the baking soda trick. I think more or less everybody's using this little fix now. Does a fantastic job. Sets it like concrete in seconds. Blowing and brushing off just the remainder of it there. It's all nicely set. Quite happy with that. There we go, it's the engine in. Interior as always just literally drops in and gets held in place with the base. And now we can sandwich the base onto the post using super glue. Just making sure it's together. Touch more super glue just to bring the rivet post level. And once again, just set the capping off with a little bit more baking soda. Absolutely loving this now. I think it's come out smashing. I'm certainly pleased with it. Before the reveal, a quick reminder of what it looked like beforehand. Half of the paintwork chipped off, engine all faded, really badly oxidised, and all the chrome got off the wheels. Are you ready for this, guys? The whizzwheels Cadillac Eldorado hot rod. Did actually a dark pink, guys. It does look purple there, but once again, that's my camera. God knows what's wrong with the settings. I hope you like it, guys. Like I say, a big thank you to my new subscribers as well. Keep watching, more videos to come soon, and also some more build-offs as well. Keep watching. Catch you soon. Bye.